Nigga, welcome back, and it's like that. We finna get into this rapper named Brazy B. We already know he a blood from that point, you know. There's really no point in really getting into that part. But hey, we finna get into his story though. Let's see what's up.
In this episode, I'm gonna talk about legendary blood rapper B. Brazy. B. Brazy was born Bruce Anthony Parrish Jr. on December 12, 1974. Now, B. Brazy would grow up in a war zone, and that's South Central to be exact. From 1979 to 1994, it was over 7,000 gang-style killings in the city of LA. All over LA, gangs would be established in the 70s, and the Different Lane Bloods would be one of those gangs and become a major powerhouse blood gang. The Different Lane Bloods were surrounded by several Crip sets, making them rivals to a lot of close enemies, like the Broadway Gangster Crips, the Raymond Ave Crips, and especially the Hoover Crips, with some of the Hoover sets stopped being Crips and became Hoover criminals. Growing up, B. Brazy had to go through this in the wars of being a different lane. B. Brazy would be introduced to his set, and 109th and Figueroa would become his home.
This would be funny to me. Niggas would be like growing up with each other and shit, and then they'll start breaking off and trying to do other shit. But then they become enemies. They be friends, but then they become enemies on some goofy shit. You become enemies because you finna basically go from this neighborhood to that neighborhood or whatever. Or however they finna roll or do what they doing. I never really understood that shit.
The different lanes have major interest in rapping and becoming the next rap stars. By this time in the 90s, Death Row was running the game, and several gang members wanted their shot to be the next rap star. G. Lynn would be the first person to put B. Brazy in a studio, where he showed his early talent and was impressive. The album Banging on Wax was released in 1993, which was some of the first rapping from gang members. That included Disrespecting Gangs, Disses to Other Sets, and Gang Banging on Record on Another Level. This album was a nationwide hit, promoting the follow-up album, Banging on Wax 2 in 1994, which B. Brazy would be a part of and get his chance to shine.
I didn't even know he was a part of this album. That's what's funny because I actually learned that everybody that was on this album, a lot of people on this album got killed. It's supposed to be like a thing about this album actually being a bad thing around like Cali, amongst like gangbangers and shit, trying to be cool and dissing each other and shit. As far as them dissing each other, they got a lot of them clapped or whatever.
Just the next year, 1995, the group Damu Riders was formed and dropped the album, which featured 16 songs, which B. Brazy was almost on every one, and he would completely shine on this album and make himself known as one of the best young street rappers. B. Brazy was then a part of fellow Different Lane rapper G. Lynn's album called Whoop Whoop, which G. Lynn would say they were the first to use that term. Whoop is now used commonly all over the world. In 96, B. Brazy would be a part of the Flaming B Dolls compilation. He would be featured on several songs, but in 1998, B. Brazy would release his first album called Brazy. 13 songs were featured on the album. With how much his music influenced and how much he was well known, he should have had way more stardom by this time, but it didn't go that way. In 99, B. Brazy would be a part of the last Damu Riders album, How Deep Is Your Hood. In the 2000s, he would be part of several songs with The Relatives, Green Eyes, and one of the biggest artists at that time, Mac 10. He was featured on Mac 10's 2003 album called Ghetto Gutter and Gangsta. But in 2003, the unfortunate what happened to B. Brazy. He lost his life on May 9th, 2003. B. Brazy was said to be set up by some females at a hotel in Inglewood. He would be shot and killed. He was only 28 years old. B. Brazy's life was cut short, but what music he did put out or was a part of, he made it last.
I'm gonna stop that shit right here because I just got blew that fast. I want to put this out there to niggas. Like, be cautious whenever you fucking with motherfuckers because it depends on where you meet motherfuckers. And that's another thing I keep saying with Cali. Like, a lot of bitches set niggas up in Cali. But niggas don't really be thinking, and then niggas just like be letting pussy get them caught up in like certain situations. Me personally, I never leave my car off when I pull up on motherfuckers. I leave my lights off, but my car still be running on motherfuckers. I gotta kind of know or like have some familiarity with you to be like, if it ain't your crib I'm going to, and even then like motherfuckers be trying to take you to hotels and shit, like I don't trust you and shit like that unless I know you. But yeah, this is like, this just blew me. Killer part is this nigga was only 28, so like he didn't even get to fully get to where he was gonna grow up to be. He didn't even make it to his 30s. 9 times out of 10 he took him out over nothing because he didn't get a chance to make it for real as a rapper. So what money did you get out of the situation? Like what you really get out of the situation? 9 times out of 10 they either set him up over some goofy shit or they set him up over some bread trying to rob him or whatever. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.
RIP to the boss.